Yeah.
Christy is a graduate of Ave Maria Law School, was a candidate for United States Congress with Ford O'Connell.
For 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks.
He took on the big guys.
And she can speak for herself, so thank you so much for being here, and hope that you will accept the care.
Hi, friends. I typically don't like to speak a lot about myself, but I do love to talk about our president, so I'm going to do that if that's okay with you. Tonight, President Trump's about to make history. He nominated Judge Amy Coney Barrett, and she's about to be confirmed, and she'll be sworn in likely by tomorrow, and we will have another Supreme Court justice. President Trump will also be making history again next Tuesday when we win in another landslide election and we blow Trump out of the water. The congressman said it best when he mentioned that it's all about grassroots and it's all about looking forward. Because the more we recruit and the more that we try to turn out the vote, we're still only ever one generation away from losing our liberty. And it's looking more and more possible. Have you seen the news lately? We see Antifa, we see BLM, we see these radical leftists rioting in the streets, destroying our huge cities in America, Seattle, New York, Baltimore. How did this happen? Pew Research put out a study, I think by 2018, that said 83% of 17 to 24-year-olds are radical leftists. And that is not an accident. Ironically, President Trump is the president for young voters. He had an executive order in 2018 that protects freedom of speech in colleges and universities. He is pro-LGBT, which we have to acknowledge is a huge young voters platform. He's pro-life. I hate to break it to the left, but young voters are extremely pro-life because we know that the sanctity of life begins at conception and we have to protect it. President Trump is the one representing all of those values. When we talk about recruiting younger people, the radical left has the media. They have the colleges and universities, and they're using lies and manipulation to coerce very impressionable young people, even in the K-12 system, all the way through the colleges, to indoctrinate them to go more and more left. And that's extremely dangerous. So I got a funny call today, and it's from Frank, and he goes, "Hey, do you want to run for secretary for the CCREC?" And then he starts telling me his platform, which is all about grassroots. It's all about recruitment. And it really had my mind going a mile per minute because I just had a million ideas of how we can continue to look forward. Because after Tuesday, we still need to be looking forward to the next election. 2 years is not that far away, my friends. And we have to maintain the House and the Senate. Yes, I'm predicting that for November 3rd. We will be getting back the House and the Senate, and we're going to have to maintain it in 2022. But we also need to be considering the fact that now is not the time to disenfranchise our young voters. We have to embrace them. I look around this room. Many of you have known me since I was 19 years old. Frank DiCarlo, Tom, Frank Sherwin, Nanette, Joanne, Ford, you've known me since December, but hey. And you've seen me go through college, you've seen me go through law school, you saw me run for Congress as the youngest person in the nation to do that this year. And it's been my honor to stand on your shoulders as you all have supported me and guided me through being a conservative, being involved in that grassroots level, and working to maintain those conservative values by helping President Trump and helping the Republican Party. So when I run for secretary on December 7th, I urge you to not only be voting for a fantastic board that will be working towards that goal, but to remember that we are looking forward to embrace these young voters, help them stand on your shoulders, and help us be looking forward to that very prosperous future under President Trump 4 more years, and every 4 years after that with great conservative leadership. Thank you.